Good morning, friends. Welcome to my channel Ideas for GD. Today we will discuss about impact of effect of climate change in Indian economy. So, uh, uh, climate change is one of the biggest challenge for the world in today's time. As per the survey of Economic Forum, uh, the last 20 decades, the climate change is has impacted the Earth very badly. Now we'll discuss about what is climate change. So climate change is the change in temperature and rainfall in a particular region for a long period of time. This is called climate change. So how climate change happens? Climate change happens due to change in temperature and rainfall. So how the temperature changes? The temperature of Earth changes due to the human activities like burning fossil fuels like burning coal, oil, and gases. The burning of fossil fuels created greenhouse gas emission, which creates a blanket or around the earth which traps the sun's heat and increase the temperature of the earth. Due to the increase in temperature of the earth, it accelerates the melting of the ice on glaciers and increases the sea levels, and due to increase in sea level it causes flooding and soil erosion. This is and other natural disasters also. So now we will talk about how climate change is relevant to Indian economy. As per data of 1901 to 2018, the temperature of the earth increased 0 0.7 degrees Celsius. Due to increase in temperature, as we have discussed, the ice of the glaciers melts and increases the sea level. This due to that the natural disasters happens like floods and soil erosion. Due to these natural disasters, there are many loss happened in the country. Okay, and due to the temperature increase, heat waves are also increased on the earth. Now we'll talk about the impact on Indian economy of the climate change impact on Indian economy. Climate change makes the weather unpredictable. Like initially, we were able to predict what will be the weather tomorrow, but due to the climate change, it is not possible to predict the weather accurately. Uh, so, as we know that in India, we have the planting of crops is totally dependent on the climate, on the river flow. So, due to the climate change, the river flow during the time of irrigation is not proper. Like at the time of harvesting, at the time of irrigation, the rainfall doesn't happen due to the climate change. This creates a loss of production in farming sector. And if you talk about the animals, heat waves kills the animals. Like many people keep milk giving animals like cow, goat, and other pets. Due to the heat waves, many animals got died. So there is also a loss of productivity here. The people doing business, due to that, these animals are getting lost because their animals are dying due to the heat waves. In industries, there are many works which are done out in an open floor. Okay, so like construction companies, due to the climate change, heat waves are there, the temperature has increased, the working hours are cut. And due to that the labor workforce decreases. Okay, so this leads to the loss of productivity, and it also reduce the export and also reduce the national income. Now, the temperature change also creates energy crisis as the temperature of the earth increases. So, to compensate the temperature, to cope with the temperature, we have to use more energy to reduce or to make the environment cool. So this causes energy crisis in our country. As per the data in the last year, India has invested $3 billion for the natural disaster management. So this also leads to loss of economy of a country. And when there is a natural disaster due to the climate change, many foods are wasted. Okay, like and we if we talk about the farming products or the crops are also waste due to the natural disaster. Uh, this creates less in less this creates scarcity of the foods in the markets. So due to that, the price of the product increases, price of the foods increased, and the poor people are unable to buy the costly foods. So now we will talk about the way forward. As we know that in India, the big businessmen are the big businessmen men are shifting from the fossil fuels to the renewable sources of energy. The renewable sources of energy will help in maintaining the temperature of the earth, because earlier fossil fuels increases the temperature of the earth, but if we use the renewable sources, it will not impact the earth in that way. And the second thing is that planned approach to development. Like we have to work very carefully by keeping in our mind that we should not impact the earth by doing anything. The other thing is that conservation of the forest. Conservation of forest is very necessary to maintain the temperature of the earth. Development of proper waste management system. As we know that the waste management the water which is used are flown here and there, so this also creates a scarcity of water. So proper waste management system is required to cope to fight with the climate change issue. To develop We have to develop a accurate timely weather management forecast in before for early warning systems. So these are the things that we should keep in mind. So now we'll talk about the conclusion. As we know that the climate change in India has become a new normal for our country. So uh, what are the reason behind it? Are us. We are using our AC, cooler. Okay, these generates chlorofluorocarbons, which melts the glacier, and which melts the glacier, and due to that the sea level increases and it causes natural disasters. So we will have to take care of our environment. So we have to reduce the use of air conditioner, cooler. Okay, the next thing is that we have to preserve our forest. As we have seen that in many places forests are cut and houses are built at that places, so we have to uh, plant as much trees as possible apart from cutting them. And third thing is that we are using coal, oil, gases in our houses. So we have to go through the LPG, that is liquefied petroleum gases, or CNG, compressed natural gases, apart from the fossil fuel like coals, because it it creates greenhouse gas emissions, which creates a blanket around the earth and traps the sun heat and increase the temperature. So these are the common things we can do, and government should also take initiatives to make some schemes for the people of for using all these things, and protect our environment. So thank you.